Good evening and welcome to Such the Reality. I'm Naina Sareen and you're watching the Reality Rundown where we bring you the top 10 headlines of the day. Have a look. A convoy of 3 Assam Rifles vehicles was ambushed near Namdhang today while en route from Changlang to Margarita between 8 and 8:30 am on April 16th. Despite the surprise attack, the troops retaliated effectively, averting further damage. However, Havaldar Om Prakash, one of the Jawans, received bullet injuries during the encounter. Responsibility for the attack was claimed in a press statement by Rumel Oham, a self-proclaimed captain of Alpha I. This claim, however, is reportedly contradicted by the sight of wounded soldiers being airlifted for medical attention. The defense establishment has not officially responded to Alpha I's claims yet. Congress candidate Meera Borthakur submitted her nomination for the Guwahati Lok Sabha seat today. An event at Rajiv Bhavan witnesses a sizable gathering of Congress workers, all rallying behind Borthakur in her bid for parliamentary representation. Accompanying Borthakur were notable figures from the All India Congress Committee, including Alka Lamba, the AICC Mahila Morcha President, and several other state Congress leaders and party workers. Leaders of the Opposition Unity Forum were also present. Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra today led a road show in the Jorhat district of Assam in support of party candidate Gaurav Gogoi. The All India Congress Committee General Secretary landed at Jorhat Airport this morning and straight away reached Titaborh, the assembly seat of former Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi and a part of the Jorhat Lok Sabha constituency. Vadra, accompanied by Gogoi, State Congress Chief Bhupen Kumar Bora, AICC General Secretary and in charge for Assam Jitendra Singh, leader of opposition Debabrata Saikya and other senior leaders started her road show from Titaborh Chariali. A tragic road incident took place in Gauripur, Dhubri last night, resulting in the loss of 4 lives. The fatal accident occurred when a 4-wheeled vehicle collided with a large tree. Among the deceased was a young woman whose identifier remains unknown at this time. The vehicle's driver was identified as Sahil Ahmed, accompanied by passengers Shahid Khandkar and Noor Amin. The unfortunate event unfolded on National Highway 17 in Gauripur during the late hours of the night. Former Minister and Tripura Congress legislator Sudeep Roy Burman has written a letter to the returning officer of West Parliamentary Constituency demanding action against BJP Vice President Papiya Datta and others for allegedly removing flags erected in preparation for Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's upcoming roadshow in Agartala. In the letter to RO Dr. Vishal Kumar, the Congress leader said that on April 15th at approximately 5 to 5:30 pm, 3 Congress workers placed flags in and around the vicinity of Buddha Mandir, Agartala. Mizoram police has identified efforts to curb illegal activities in the lead up to the Lok Sabha polls, with seizures totaling over 11 crore rupees. A comprehensive crackdown on illicit substances and items including narcotics, liquor, counterfeit currency, firearms and explosives aims to maintain law and order during this critical period. Since January 1st, Mizoram Police has registered 106 cases under the Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropic Substances (NDPS) Act, leading to the arrest of 134 individuals. Congress Member of Parliament and candidate from the Wayanad Lok Sabha seat, Rahul Gandhi, conducted a spirited roadshow in Wayanad, Kerala as part of his election campaign. The constituency has witnessed heightened political activity, with the Communist Party of India fielding Anni Raja and Bharatiya Janata Party nominating its state unit chief K. Surendran as candidates. During the event, Rahul Gandhi launched a scathing attack on the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh and BJP, accusing them of attempting to dismantle India's constitution. He emphasized the Congress Party's commitment along with the India Alliance to safeguarding the constitution from such threats. Tamilisai Soundararajan today released a BJP election manifesto for the South Chennai constituency. The election manifesto is titled Akka 1825, which states Tamilisai Soundararajan's guarantees for South Chennai. Speaking to the reporters regarding the manifesto, she said that separate projects will be launched for garbage disposal and rainwater drainage in South Chennai. She further said that steps will be taken to prevent flood in South Chennai and separate schemes will be launched for fisherwomen and youngsters. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee today led a vibrant roadshow in Siliguri, rallying support for Gopal Lama, the candidate from the Darjeeling constituency. The roadshow attracted enthusiastic crowds as Mamata Banerjee engaged with residents, emphasizing the importance of the upcoming elections and urging voters to back Gopal Lama and the Trinamool Congress party. This event signifies a strategic focus on key constituencies in West Bengal as the electoral momentum continues to intensify. A fire hit Copenhagen's Old Stock Exchange on Tuesday, one of the Danish capital's most iconic buildings, engulfing its spire, which collapsed onto the roof. There were no reports of injuries. Live video from local media showed people carrying large paintings away from the building to save them from the flames. The historic building, whose spire was shaped like the tails of 4 dragons intertwined, had been under renovation when the fire broke out. The Dutch Renaissance-style building no longer houses the Danish Stock Exchange but serves as headquarters for the Danish Chamber of Commerce. Thank you. For more updates, keep watching Such the Reality.